Atlanta News First Plus. Atlanta News First with breaking news starts now.
Well, hi, everybody. I'm Gurveer Dinsa. Thanks so much for joining us here on Atlanta News First Plus on your Monday morning. Hope you had a great weekend. Wasn't it nice to actually enjoy a couple of days without a lot of rain and storms? I think that was kind of the payoff that we had, and we're in for a beautiful week this week. We want to get you caught up on some of the stories that we are following for you on this Monday morning, and one of them actually involves some of the storms from last week. Do you remember that tornado that moved through Henry County? It badly hurt a Henry County young man. His home was demolished. His father survived. Well, that young man celebrated his birthday in the hospital, and we've got more on that celebration today.
Who would have ever thought your 19th birthday would be spent in ICU?
Celebrating 19 years of life, celebrating life itself for Malachi Chaney after surviving a tornado with his father in Henry County.
This amazing kid, young man, was thrown as if he was on a football field, 300 feet. And how is he still able to say, I love you, Mom, I love you, Dad, it's my birthday?
From his hospital bed, Malachi turned 19 years old on Sunday. He's recovering after being sucked out of his home, then thrown nearly 300 feet. Family says Malachi has several broken ribs. Almost every bone in his face is fractured.
We survived a battle. We went to war with the tornado.
Yeah.
And came out living and breathing. So to survive that, but now for me to feel the pain that I feel as a father, as a man, as a husband, who is the protector of my family, it's tough.
Malachi's father, HBO actor Trey Chaney, also home at the time of the twister. He's left with a cut on his forehead that knocked him out unconscious at the time.
Then to wake up under my house with bricks on top of my back, nails a couple of inches from my head, dressers. I know who God is. I'm in the movie business, but I lived it. I lived a real life movie story.
The day after the tornado, the family had planned a surprise trip to D.C. for Malachi's birthday. Now they've brought the celebration to him. My
mom, dad, my mother-in-law, my daughter, my sisters, everybody's on planes, everybody's in cars, he's covered. He's really covered with love, not only from his family, but just from around the world.
Including love from his friends, plus from his college president at Savannah State University, where the team just finished his freshman year, majoring in theater.
Our son is, I want to see him walk and get up and hug and be not in pain. I want to see him be who he was. This young man is brilliant. He's my hero. That's how I can describe him.
I'm Alani Latang, Atlanta News First.
Well, we are certainly wishing that young man the absolute best, happiest of birthdays, and we are just pulling for you. The family, of course, is just devastated because they did lose their home and so many of their belongings in that devastating tornado. And they've set up a GoFundMe page, and we've put a link to that on Atlanta News First, so please check that out. AtlantaNewsFirst.com is the website. All right, the other big story we're watching could impact many of you who receive SNAP benefits through Medicaid. This week, U.S. senators are going to be back in Washington, where they're going to begin to debate President Trump's spending bill. And we can tell you a little bit more about that. Basically, it is sweeping legislation that slashes taxes and federal spending. It makes cuts to programs like SNAP, Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, which provides food stamps for about 42 million Americans. And it would require Medicaid recipients ages 19 to 64 to work, volunteer, go to school, or participate in a job training program at least 80 hours a month in order to maintain coverage. Senator Raphael Warnock had a lot to say about that over the weekend.
But if you want to get people to work, The way to do that is to provide them just basic health care so that they don't get sick. And what they're trying to do now is take this terrible experiment in Georgia, force it on the whole nation. And what we will see as a result of that is a workforce that is sicker and poorer and an economy that's weaker.
Senator Warnock was on Meet the Press over the weekend. He compared the measure to the Georgia Pathways to Coverage experimental program. He said that labor requirements did not work in Georgia, and he says that they will not work on the federal level either. So we'll certainly be watching to see what happens with that bill. All right, I want to leave you today with a surprise squad, a couple of amazing young ladies that I had the opportunity to meet last week while a lot of young people are going to be celebrating their summer and just kind of chilling over the summer months before they head back to school. These two are busy empowering other young people. Here they are.
Since 2019, they have been approved with Central Money Spent.
These two sisters are only in middle school.
I Got Baked is a financial literacy business where we aim to cultivate a robust understanding
Maria.
among students, teaching them how to build wealth.
Surprise and squad is already entrepreneurs.
In our workbook, we also have a section where it has kid business options that provide a service or a good, just different ideas so they can start that up and also have another source of money other than dependent on their parents.
I Got Bank started 6 years ago as a simple project for school.
Really, I just wanted to start a business and kind of have fun with it and have that experience. So this is the financial literacy workbook that we mentioned.
Today, it's a full-fledged business where Zion and Surreal use workbooks and slideshows to teach young people how to budget, find ways to earn money, save, invest, and give.
And now we have multiple different products that all cover different things, and we do workshops, and we've met some amazing people.
One of those people, Bridget Reynolds, who met the girls at an event in Cobb County a few weeks ago.
And when I tell you they did such an amazing job teaching financial literacy, I had to reach out to Atlanta News First.
Reynolds has been a big part of the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad through our partner, United Community. Go right up there. What do you think about all these people?
Thank you, guys.
Why do you think they're here?
For us.
Yes, they are here for you. We're with the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad, and she was there when we surprised the girls at Russell Innovation Center for Entrepreneurs, which provides space for up-and-coming black businesses.
Okay. 500?
Yes.
I was just asking my mom for some Amazon gift cards because I really, really love Amazon.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I don't have to save this, right?
Right. What did you want for your birthday?
To have it at Top Golf.
And what's going to happen?
We're going to have it at Top Golf.
Two young girls hitting the mark.
I see myself being, well, in my dreams, a big shot lawyer.
Hoping to take others with them.
So we want students to have less of that fear or debt in the future and be more financially stable now.
For the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad, I'm Gurveer Dinza.
That was a super cool story. Thank you so much for that, Gurveer. What a day. What a good start to our week here across North Georgia and Metro Atlanta. We are seeing mostly sunny skies today. Highs back in the 80s. A little bit warmer than what we saw yesterday, but still a really nice day here across Metro Atlanta. Here's a live look outdoors. That's on the right-hand side of your screen. The city of Atlanta. So it's going to be mostly clear today. One thing we want to point out, and we've been saying this over the past several days, but it's going to be hazy again today. We have the wildfires that are in Canada. And we have what we call a northwest flow that's basically bringing that smoke all the way down through the southeast. It's not terrible today. There's no air quality alert. A lot of this is suspended higher up in the sky. It may become a bit worse tomorrow, so that's something we're going to watch for you. First Alert meteorologist Ella Dorsey is actually working on a special segment that she'll present coming up at 11 o'clock, specifically on that that hazy air, but that'll be out there today. It's really our only concern. It'll be a really nice afternoon in North Georgia. 85 degrees. That'll be your high temperature in Atlanta. For perspective, yesterday we got up to 81 degrees, so a little bit warmer today. The haze is actually helping to prevent us from warming up as much as we typically would. We actually have high pressure, which is building in across the southeast. That usually means hotter temperatures for us, but again, that haze knocking a few degrees off of the temperature. Your high today is 82 degrees in Blairsville, 85 in LaGrange, and 85 in Thomaston. So here's a look at that 7-day forecast. We will have the haze again. It may be a bit worse tomorrow. That's why we have that icon on Tuesday. Otherwise, mostly sunny. An 86. Wednesday, we've added a 20% chance of rain. So what'll happen on Wednesday, I'm going to give you the 7-day forecast full here. We have a low, actually, that is expected to develop near Florida. It's not tropical. It's very weak, but it's strong enough to produce some rain for Florida and like the southern half of Georgia. And our later models are now showing some of that rain perhaps moving as far north as Metro Atlanta and North Georgia. So that's why we added that 20%. I want to say that this is the first time we've seen this on our model runs, which is why it's only a 20% chance of rain. But depending on what we see in a few hours, we may have to bring those rain chances up even more. So circle Wednesday, slight chance of rain now, but those rain chances may go up. And then the next best chance of rain after that will be this weekend, unfortunately. Now, most of this week will be really nice and dry, much better than what we saw last week. But there is a cold front that's going to slide close to North Georgia this weekend, and that'll give us a better chance of rain on Saturday and Sunday. So plan accordingly as you go into the upcoming weekend. Otherwise, what an amazing start to the week here across North Georgia. We hope that you guys can make it a great day today. Try to get out and have some lunch if you can, because the weather will be really nice. Again, our next best chances of rain Wednesday. That rain chance is adjustable, and again this upcoming weekend. We'll keep you up to date on this forecast right here on Atlanta News First Plus. You can always find the forecast in the First Alert Weather app. And until next time, we'll see you soon, everybody.
Stay up to date on your latest weather from the largest team of meteorologists in the Southeast. Download the First Alert Weather app for hour-by-hour forecasts and join us every weekday at 11:30 a.m. on ANF+. You can also text weather to the number on your screen, and we'll send a link directly to your cell phone.